Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is John and I am excited to be sharing my top 9 secrets or pro tips to maximizing your Virgin Voyages vacation. Now, stick around to the very end because that's the one that you definitely haven't heard about before, and I'm excited to share it with you. So in the meantime, if I forget something, if you know of something about Virgin Voyages that you'd like to see me cover, leave it in the comment section below. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I've been traveling nonstop since I was 16, so I figured why not start a YouTube channel? Welcome to Jetlag John. So the first secret that I wanted to share with you is one that you may or may not have heard of. There are some people that have talked about it out there on YouTube, so depending on which videos you've watched, but it is the secret menu at Razzle Dazzle. Now, a lot of people know about the secret menu, but they don't necessarily know how to access the secret menu at Razzle Dazzle. So if you're not familiar, Razzle Dazzle is the vegan-friendly, vegetarian-forward restaurant on board. Now, when you go into Razzle Dazzle, if you want to access the secret menu, all you have to do is keep your menu closed, and when your server comes to ask for your drinks or fill your water, during that interaction, ask them what items are on the secret menu. Now, the key there is leaving your menu shut. As soon as you open the menu, the servers will not tell you what's on the secret menu. So before you even open your menu to start taking a look at what options are available, ask the server about the secret menu. Don't forget, more options than what's on the menu at Razzle Dazzle. The next secret that I'm going to talk about has to do with relaxation. So most people go on vacation to relax. And one of the things that is not so relaxing about cruising is trying to find a pool lounge chair or a place to just lay out and relax in the sun. There is a spot on the ship that I'm going to tell you about that is super quiet. There's usually not a ton of people up there. This is going to be the place for you. And that place is called the Perch. It is on deck 17 at the very back of the boat. It sits right above the athletic club bar, but go down to the athletic club, grab a couple towels. They will have sun loungers up at the Perch for you to use. Grab a spot there. It's gonna be quiet, it's gonna be not crowded, and it's gonna make your relaxation time a lot more relaxing. The next secret that I wanted to talk about has to do with watching movies in your stateroom. One of the things that you will notice when you get on board Virgin Voyages is the selection of movies that are available for you to watch within your own stateroom. Now, that sounds great, fantastic. That's no different than a majority of the other cruise lines that I've sailed with. However, the variety in which Virgin Voyages has is way better than any other cruise line that I've seen. Now, to make watching a movie a little bit more special, I always encourage people to go down to the social club on deck number 7. At the social club, after 3 p.m. ship time, you can get popcorn, pretzels, chicken wings, you can get cake pops, you can get gummy bears, Swedish fish, red vines, all of the things that you would find at a traditional movie theater for those movie theater snacks. So pick up your snacks, bring them back to your stateroom, and just have a nice, relaxing movie night. All right, if you have watched any of my other videos, you know that I like to drink when I am on vacation. So a good custom cocktail is something that is key and something that I always look for when I am on a cruise. So when I'm in the mood for a custom cocktail, I always head to On the Rocks. Now, On the Rocks is a live music venue that is on deck number 6 at the base of the roundabout. And one of the things that I love about On the Rocks is their bartenders are not only amazing, but they will craft you a custom cocktail based on your taste preference. So they will ask you questions like, what kind of alcohol do you like? Are you a gin person? Are you a vodka person? Are you a rum person? Questions like that. Do you want something sweet? Do you want something that's sour? Do you want something that's fruity? Do you want something that's light or refreshing? They'll ask you all of these questions, and based on your response, they will craft a custom cocktail specifically for you. This bar does get very, very busy. If you do want to go up and ask for a craft or custom cocktail based on your taste, do it when the bar is not super busy. That's the time to go in and ask for those custom cocktails. If you are in the mood for a custom craft cocktail, go to On the Rocks deck number 6 and just ask the bartender to create a drink based on whatever preferences you have. So one of the things that I love about Virgin Voyages is that all of their fitness classes are included in the base fare of your cruise. So you don't have to pay anything extra to take one of their fitness classes. They also have two very, very high-end gyms on board. One is more cardio focused and the other is more strength training focused. Now, right in between these two gyms on deck number 15, you will find a bar called Gym and Tonic. If you go to this bar, they will actually make you a protein smoothie. So you can go in, they have a menu, you can choose between different smoothie options, and then you can also add in protein. They have whey protein or plant-based protein. So if you're like me, you like to work out, you want to get that protein shake in after your workout, go to Gym and Tonic and have them make you a protein smoothie after you work out. All right, now I know we've already talked about craft cocktails on board Virgin Voyages, but did you know that you can actually carry on 2 bottles of wine or champagne? Now, that is wine or champagne. No liquor is allowed, and I did say carry on. So they do need to be in your carry-on bag. You cannot put them into your checked luggage at all and have them delivered to your room. There is a possibility that they could get confiscated, and that just ruins a good wine night. So you can bring up to 2 bottles of wine or champagne with you. Now, there is a refrigerator in every single room on Virgin Voyages. So if you do want to chill your champagne or chill a white for your wine night, you can definitely do that. One of the things that I love about this is it saves money on your bar tab. One of the things that I love to do when we carry on our 2 bottles of either wine or champagne is around the ship, Virgin Voyages has these quick grab stations. And at these quick grab stations, you can grab wraps, you can grab trail mix. But one of the things that I like is they also have a charcuterie grab and go. What I do is I will go grab a couple of those charcuterie, bring them back to the stateroom, pop a bottle of wine, and sit out on the balcony and just enjoy a nice relaxing view of the ocean while sipping on some wine and eating some meat and cheese. All right, now this next one, I'm gonna do you all a solid because I debated whether or not to even put this secret in because I don't want a ton of people to know about it, but it is all about maximizing the amount of champagne you can get at the sail away party. So if you're not familiar with Virgin Voyages, at the beginning of every sailing, you have a sail away party. And at that sail away party for 45 minutes, they will serve unlimited free champagne. So how do you maximize this opportunity? Once you get on board, you will want to make sure you check in the app to see what time the sail away party starts. About 30 to 40 minutes before the sail away party, make your way to deck 16 to the area that overlooks the main swimming pool. This is where your sail away party is going to happen. And you will notice on deck 16 that they will have set up champagne stations around the deck. What I recommend is finding a spot that is close to one of those champagne stations. What this allows you to do is not only get your glass of champagne first, but it also allows you to keep going back, having easy access to go back and getting that champagne refilled, or grabbing another glass, or grabbing 2 glasses. With this way, it maximizes the amount of champagne. I think I'm up to 8 or 10 glasses in a 45-minute period. How many glasses of champagne do you think you can drink in 45 minutes? Leave it in the comment section below. So the next item that I wanted to talk about isn't necessarily a trick or a secret, but something that you should do on every one of your Virgin Voyages cruises. And that is make friends with the crew and the Happenings cast. So first off, with the crew, they're there to make your experience a memorable one. So why not have a conversation and get to know them? There's some very, very interesting people with interesting stories on board. And if you just take the time to get to know them and listen to them, they actually have a lot of really cool things to share with you. We've had bartenders come up to us and remember our drinks from our previous cruise and make those for you. So like I said, it just kind of builds up that experience on Virgin Voyages by making friends with the crew and the bartenders. Now, throughout the cruise, the Happenings cast has two things that I want you to keep in mind. Number one, on Scarlet Night, there is a secret party, but you have to be invited by a member of the Happenings cast in order to attend this secret show. So by making friends with the Happenings cast, being social with them, participating in the activities that they are involved in, helps build your chances of getting an invite to some of these secret parties that happen around the ship. The second thing that the Happenings cast has is each one of them has a pin. And on every cruise, they are allowed to give out one pin per Happenings cast member. What this pin does is it represents somebody that Happenings cast member has made a personal connection with during that voyage. If you're somebody that likes to collect different things, those pins are a highly, highly collectible item because only one per Happenings cast member per cruise gets handed out. These people are amazing. They work super hard. So why not just take the time to get to know them as a person and build a friendship that might extend over multiple Virgin Voyages cruises? All right, we are at the final tip, trick, secret, however you want to look at it, of Virgin Voyages. And in all of my research, I have yet to find a YouTube channel or video that has talked about this one thing, and I am going to share it with you right now. And that is Virgin Voyages will send you a survey within the Virgin Voyages app during your sailing. Virgin is very big on taking consumer feedback to heart, and this is a way for them to do that in almost real time. In most cruise lines, you will get a survey after you get back from your cruise, but at that time, if you have a negative experience, it's almost too late to correct it unless you complain in person or bring that concern up in person. What Virgin Voyages does is they want to alleviate that. If there is a problem, they want to get it fixed as soon as possible. They don't want it to continue to ruin the rest of your vacation. So in the app, Virgin Voyages will send you a survey. They will do this on the first 2 nights of your sailing. If you do not fill out these surveys, and they literally take 5 seconds to do, if you do not fill them out, Virgin Voyages will not continue to send them to you during the cruise. But if you do take that 5 to 10 seconds to fill them out, Virgin Voyages does take that feedback to heart. So I'm not saying that you fill these surveys out and just complain to complain, but if there is a legitimate concern that you have around your experience with Virgin Voyages, make sure you fill out that survey. All right, so that concludes this video. I hope you found something enjoyable or relatable in this video. If you did, leave it in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. If I missed something, if there's a secret that you want to share about Virgin Voyages, leave that down in the comment section below as well. I would love to hear about it. Also, while you're down there, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I have a ton of content coming out, so also hit that notification bell so you can be notified when that content hits YouTube. Until next time, we'll see you in the next one.